Welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Here to give you knowledge that you didn't know. Put you on some game, now you got a buzz. You are now listening to Cannabruhz.
So, as you can see, we got two separate businesses, right? We have the non-cannabis business and we have the cannabis business. So, if we look at the non-cannabis business, so we're gonna say the non-cannabis business is an ice cream shop, right? Because I just like ice cream. All right. So this ice cream shop is doing extremely well, and they made $1 million in gross revenue. Okay.
Yep.
So then, when you look at their cost of goods sold, it comes out to $650,000. So again, if you don't understand cost of goods sold, watch our game revealed. Our champs game revealed, and we're gonna go ahead and break down cost of goods sold in there.
Yeah.
So this is basically your money where your expenses that you need to set up your business to get ready to operate, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like ice cream cones and stuff like that. Yeah. So you subtract the cost of goods sold from their gross revenue. So now their gross income is $350,000.
Okay. Now take a cannabis business. Cannabis is a great thing, right? And let's say you started a cannabis business that also made $1 million in gross revenue. All right. And then their cost of goods sold had equaled the same amount of $650,000. All right. So of course, same numbers in the cannabis business, and the gross income is the same $350,000. Now, Corey before covered champs, and we've covered champs before. Also, be sure to check out the champs game revealed. But because of champs, the cannabis business is allowed those deductions of the cost of goods sold. So remember to kind of go back to that if that doesn't quite stick to you, but the cost of goods sold were allowed to be deducted.
Yep. Now, for my ice cream business, I had to do a lot of marketing. I had to pay for insurance. I had to pay for gas. I had to pay for a lot of stuff for my ice cream business, right? And that came out to about $200,000, right? Well, since I'm just an ice cream business, I'm gonna go ahead and write that off on my taxes at $200,000. So now that leaves my taxable income at about $150,000.
Okay. Well, I also did a lot of marketing, came up with some really creative things for my cannabis business. The difference is I don't have those expenses deducted. So when they go to tax my income, my taxable income is still the full $350,000. Now we're starting to get into some problems.
Right. All right. So now once I subtracted my expenses, I'm at about $150,000. So I'm being taxed at 30%. So ultimately, I'm having to pay $45,000 overall from my 1 million.
Not too bad.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah. Now the difference is with my cannabis business being taxed on the full $350,000, I'm paying a whopping $105,000 in tax once it's all said and done, at an effective tax rate of 70%. Now that sucks.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. And that's the thing with 280E. When you look at these deductible business expenses, right? So that's just $200,000. I mean, imagine if his business expenses were of that million, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. That's down the drain. And so now he's having to pay significantly more money in his business than I would within my ice cream shop. And that's why 280E is so huge. That's why we call 280E your third business partner, right? Because if you don't have everything lined up appropriately, if you don't have, for instance, like for your cost of goods sold, if you don't have your books, your accounting done correctly, if you don't have your the formation of your business done correctly, if you're not able to show and properly delineate between what is what, then you they might disallow your cost of goods sold for your cannabis business.
Right.
So imagine having your cost of goods sold disallowed and your business expenses disallowed. That wipes out the 650. So now you're stuck being taxed 70% on $1 million.
Man. It's up to you to actually hire the right team, but it's up to that team to set your business up for success and to not leave a leaking hole in your boat.
Yep.
This has been Game Reveal.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Here to give you knowledge that you didn't know. Put you on some game, now you got a buzz. You are now listening to Cannabruhz.